Today I have the iPhone 12 Pro Max. It's been about a year since I covered this phone on video, and a lot of people have been watching it. I figured it would be a nice time to revisit this phone. This one has a beautiful impact shatter on the lower right, and needs a new display. Let's get right into it and remove the two pentalobe screws at the bottom near the charging port. These are excessively long compared to previous generations like the iPhone 8 and older. Try as I might, I was simply unable to get my suction cup to adhere to the broken display. And you're probably thinking, yes Chris, you fool, cover the screen in tape first. Hindsight is 20/20. Unfortunately, I'm nearsighted, and my Pry Tool is just the thing I need. After some light encouragement, this display is separated from the frame. This one opens to the left, and the ribbons are still ridiculously short. This strangely shaped bracket has 4 identically sized tri-wing screws that secure it to the board. I'm usually good at seeing shapes in clouds, but this shield is a mystery. Disconnecting the battery is pretty important. Now the single display connector. I also disconnected and reconnected the charging port for reasons I do not remember. To the right, the giant J bracket has 4 more of those same tri-wing screws. It also has this silly hook design, because 4 screws is somehow not enough to hold such a mighty shield in place. The proximity and ear speaker flex needs to be disconnected before the screen can be pulled away from the frame, which will be set to the side. This might be one of the easiest iPhone repairs in a long time. The ear speaker assembly only has 4 screws that secure it to the display, 2 tri-wing and 2 Phillips, because Apple thinks using 1 screwdriver for the entire repair would just be silly. This display needs some heat to soften the adhesive that holds the proximity sensor to the glass. The adhesive is far stronger than the tiny ribbon, and pulling forcefully isn't a great plan. Slow and steady wins the race for removing these. If you have an iCopy tool, now is the time to transfer the True Tone programming from the original display to the new one. The proximity sensor array should fit perfectly into the plastic alignment tray. Now the 2 tri-wing screws and 2 Phillips screws can secure the ear speaker to the display. The speaker is large and allows the phone to produce stereo sound. That means that the left speaker grill on the bottom of the phone is fake, no sound comes from that. After some fresh adhesive in the frame, I'll reconnect the 2 Lego connectors, as well as the battery, and power it on to test. With everything working well, I'll clip the weird J shield in and tighten 4 of the tri-wing screws to hold it down. 4 more screws will keep the display connector from falling out, which has historically never happened, aside from the iPad 2. 2 pentalobe screws will finish this repair up. If you're using an aftermarket screen, Apple will warn you that the display is not genuine. Unfortunately, this will also happen if you use an Apple OEM part and don't have access to their special software suite to reprogram it. An iCopy tool will not bypass this. Thanks for sticking around. If you made it to the end, why not subscribe for more repairs? Let me know what you thought in the comments below, and I'll see you next time.